$70 million is burning a hole in the pocket of LA County, and they can't wait to help landlords and renters who are behind on rent. We are going to run through the Los Angeles County Rent Relief Program. In this guide for renters and landlords, we're going to show where landlords should go to apply. We're going to talk about what they need to be eligible for this $70 million. And we're going to run through the landlords that are going to move to the top of the list. Hey there, Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates. We have been helping renters and landlords understand their rights before things go wrong. And remember, we can't give tax or legal advice, but for the most honest and up-to-date real estate advice, subscribe to this channel. And here it is, more money for landlords in LA County. This is officially open and you'll have until Tuesday, June 4th at 4:59 p.m. to apply. This is the Los Angeles County Rent Relief Program portal, LACountyRentRelief.com, and we're going to give you a quick run through on things you need to know as a landlord. And renters, make sure you let your landlord know, because at the end of the day, this is going to relieve back rent for renters who are behind. First important point, landlords, if you submitted through the portal for the last batch of money for LA County, don't resubmit. They will go ahead and review your file, see if they can potentially give you some more money. This is only for new landlords to go ahead and apply, and they have an additional $68 million plus, almost $70 million, that they will be allocating throughout LA County for rent relief. And these funds are for any missed rent or utilities that are due April 1st, 2022 or later. So it's not necessarily under a specific COVID emergency order. This could have been in the past couple months that a renter is behind, that these funds can be used to cover that renter being behind. And just like the last time they offered these funds, it will be a maximum of $30,000 per unit that a landlord is able to recover. First important point to eligibility is that the property must be in LA County, not LA City, and that's anywhere in LA County, including incorporated areas. And I'm going to show you the tool, the rental property address tool, give you a quick tour of that to show you how you can verify that your property qualifies. And here it is. It's an address verification tool, and that's actually pretty cool. You could use it for other things to verify whether you are in LA County or LA City. This is quick and easy to use. So the first test, we'll pick one that is not in LA County but happens to be in LA City. This is a listing I have coming. And it says stop. We are outside the zone. So this property is in LA City, so it does not qualify for the program. Here's another listing I have coming, and this is in a incorporated city, Compton, in Los Angeles County, but it still applies. It falls within the scope of the program. So even though it's an incorporated city within LA, it falls under the program. It doesn't have to be just unincorporated LA. So this tool has verified that this address is potentially eligible for the program. Next important point, this is for landlords only for the submission process. Renters, we encourage you to send this link that we have below to this program. Send this to your landlords and encourage them to apply. And this video will help them actually get it going and making sure they're eligible. A few other important things for eligibility. The owner is going to have to authenticate proof of ownership. That could be a grant deed. That's a relatively easy thing. A W-9 will need to be verified against IRS records. There needs to be a rental agreement showing the rental relationship. This could prove to be difficult for some landlords if a renter's been there for a while, but it would probably be worth signing a new one for the renter in order to help that landlord get the $30,000. The tenant must still be in the unit. So a landlord isn't able to have evicted the renter, or the renter maybe moved out of their own volition, then they are no longer eligible for the fund. So the renter must still be in the unit, and the rental arrears must be April 22 or later, and there can't be any additional funds that the landlord received. And the eligible expenses will need verifiable documentation. That should be proof that the tenant is behind on those funds. So those are the eligibility requirements. And then how do they pick who they're going to go ahead and give the money to? Who is going to get priority under this program? We're going to move through the list backwards. So landlords who own no more than 4 rental units, they're going to move up to the top of the list. Landlords who can fully satisfy the tenant's debt for the eligible period with the grant. So in other words, those units where 30,000 or less are going to satisfy the back rent. They're more likely to actually get the 30,000. You'll move up the list if the landlord or the renter has household income that is 80% or below the LA County area median income. How do you know renter or landlord if you're at 80% of median income or not? Well, this chart will show you. It's based on the number of people in the house, and you can see that these numbers are the 80% of median income or lower on this last column here. And the last thing on the list is affected units in the high and highest need geographies as defined in the LA County Equity Explorer tool. We're going to show you how to use that. Click the link, it takes you to this Equity Explorer tool, and there's a whole lot of information here. We specifically want to figure out how to use it to determine if you're at the top of the list for the rental assistance. So the top of the list is going to be highest and high, these two darkest purples over here. So what you do is you click up here on the magnifying glass and you put the address in for the property. Again, this is one that we have coming. So this is in the slightly lighter purple. So this is considered a high-level property for the purpose of the rental assistance. So theoretically, this property, assuming it meets all the eligibility requirements and assuming it meets some of the other priority considerations, will move up on the list and be more likely for this landlord to receive the rental assistance. And when you're ready, landlord, to actually apply to the program, you're going to click that link, apply now, and it's going to take you to this portal where you're going to fill it out. Remember, this is only new applications. If you've already submitted, don't resubmit. So you're going to go ahead and register here, answer the questions, provide the information they need, and landlords, you will be in line for that approximately $70 million in rental assistance funds that's available. Good luck. Have you applied for rental assistance in the past, and were you successful? Are you going to be applying for this new batch of rental relief? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to our free weekly email newsletter where we keep you up to date on things like this, plus a whole lot more that landlords and renters need to know. And speaking of needing to know, the next thing you need to know is in this video right here. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates, and we can't wait to hear from you.